Fathers, what's the smartest way you've ever messed with your daughter's boyfriend? Everyone expected me to give him the speech. You know the one. If you hurt my daughter, I never did, because threats don't expose liars. Patience does. I've owned an auto repair shop for 23 years. Engines are easy. People, not so much. When my daughter Emma introduced me to Tyler, he was perfect. Too perfect. Firm handshake. Perfect smile. Called my wife ma'am. Complimented the food before he'd even taken a bite. He talked about owning 2 online businesses, said he'd retired at 24. Everyone at the table was impressed. Except me. Because successful people usually don't spend the whole dinner talking about how successful they are. I smiled, changed the subject, and invited him to the shop the following Monday. He accepted immediately. That's when I decided to run my first test. Nothing complicated, just observation. The first week, he worked hard, swept floors, changed oil, helped customers. At the end of every day, I paid him in cash. He never complained. Then Friday arrived. Before we closed, I left a thick envelope sitting on my office desk. $3,000. Plain as day. The security cameras covered every angle. I never mentioned it. I just locked the shop and went home. The next morning, the envelope was gone. Tyler acted completely normal. So did I. Around lunch, I walked over and smiled. Funny thing, I think I misplaced an envelope yesterday. His face changed, just for a split second. Then he laughed. Oh, maybe somebody moved it. Interesting, because I never said what was inside, or where I'd left it. I simply nodded. No worries. An hour later, the envelope magically appeared on my desk. Every dollar still inside. Most people would have been satisfied. I wasn't, because the money wasn't my real test. The following week, one of my oldest customers dropped off his pride and joy, a restored 1969 Mustang, worth more than my first house. Tyler couldn't stop staring at it. I tossed him the keys. Pull it into Bay 3. He smiled. Maybe. A little too much. 5 minutes passed. Then 10. Bay 3 was still empty. I opened the tracking app on my phone. Every customer vehicle has a GPS tracker. Insurance requirement. Tyler didn't know that. The little blue dot wasn't at my shop. It was moving. Fast. 60 miles an hour. 70. 83. He wasn't parking the Mustang. He was taking it for a joyride. I didn't call him. I just watched. 22 minutes later. The car rolled back into the shop. Tyler climbed out smiling, like nothing had happened. He handed me the keys. Runs great. I smiled back. It sure does. That night, I got another surprise. My nephew sent me a video. Isn't this your shop? I pressed play. There was Tyler, driving the Mustang, one hand on the wheel, the other holding his phone, laughing, recording himself. He'd uploaded it to a private account. He thought only his friends could see it. What he forgot was the shop's logo reflected perfectly in the driver's side window. Now I had everything. The missing cash, the GPS route, the video. But I still said nothing. Instead, I invited Tyler and Emma over for Sunday dinner. They arrived smiling. Emma held his hand the whole time. After dessert, I stood up. I've got something funny to show everyone. I connected my phone to the television. First, the security footage, the envelope, Tyler slipping it into his backpack, then returning it the next day. His smile disappeared. Next, the GPS map, a bright blue line, leaving my shop, speeding down the highway. Finally, the video. His own voice filled the room. Listen to this engine. Nobody spoke. Emma looked at him, then looked at me. Finally, she whispered, please tell me this isn't real. Tyler tried to laugh, said it was all a misunderstanding, said he was only testing the car. I nodded. That's interesting, because the customer specifically asked us not to drive it. Silence. Then I slid one final envelope across the table. Inside